Okay, I think that we should just start off saying that we kind of debated if we wanted to talk about this Balenciaga scandal just because of the subject matter and
Yeah,
really how gross it all feels.
really gross. I mean, it doesn't get any grosser. You hate to sort of buy into all these internet conspiracy theories about, everything that's out there, but you see something like this and you think, what in the world could someone possibly be thinking?
And if you don't know what we're talking about, we'll include a link to the ad. But basically, Balenciaga had a big campaign that depicted a couple of little kids, very clearly little babies,
Toddlers,
these
yeah.
4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, maybe
Yeah.
holding teddy bears wrapped in bondage. That in and of itself, worrisome,
Right.
worrisome.
Right.
But
But yes. Yeah.
wait for it. It
Yeah.
this gets worse.
Yeah. In one of those images, there were some documents that are on a desk, and you sort of zoom in on those documents, and it's a case that went before the United States Supreme Court that was upholding laws against child pornography. That coupled with the picture of the kids in what is obviously appears to be bondage, it's just whoa. It blew our minds, right, when we started looking at it.
And we should note that Balenciaga has apologized, issuing a statement. We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Let's stop right there. When we talk about messaging and wording and crisis communication, that's the equivalent, I would say, of your husband or wife saying, I'm sorry you feel that way. Or if, like, let's put it back on you. Did
I'm
I do
sorry if I upset you. No, no, you cheated on me, so that's why I'm upset. So,
right?
yeah, I mean, this is there's no you take out the may, take ownership of it, because obviously it is a bridge way too far, the pictures. And they also did issue a statement concerning the documents saying that they're now, considering or will be taking some kind of legal action against the party that was involved in setting up this photo shoot. So we're assuming maybe that's a third party, outside the company. But again, to messaging, kind of what we do here with HCue, I mean, this is so many lessons here. But first and foremost, you got to scrutinize everything that goes out on your social media and any kind of marketing campaign here, because clearly they didn't have some clear eyes on this one before they sent it out.
And a multi-million, if bill, this is Balenciaga. We are not
Yeah.
talking about a small mom and pop shop. This is a enormous fashion house with the means, the resources, multiple people involved in every single campaign that goes out there. So I also have to say the fact that they're kind of placing the blame on another party, whether or not that party is to blame, is not a strong apology.
No, I mean, it certainly needs to be part of it to say that this was maybe something that wasn't generated from in-house. But they also need to kind of get out more in front of it than what they've been doing right now, because clearly this is something where you do need to provide more information. I get it in crisis communications. A lot of times it's about like, hey, let's not provide a whole lot of information. And in 2 weeks, tomorrow's Thanksgiving and people will forget about it. But this is something that I think can really potentially damage your brand if you really truly don't get out in front of it. Explain exactly how this could possibly happen, because it's really hard to see an innocent explanation as to there's just the whole context of the images and those documents, innocent just in terms of not being just bizarre, really.
And I saw this morning that boycott Balenciaga is trending and things along those lines. So really, not only did they have a poorly thought through campaign, a watered down apology, if we're being honest, and not a lot of explanation. The longer this goes on and the longer it takes you to take that ownership and get in front of it, the more things like boycott Balenciaga are going to trend, and the more people are going to talk about how did this happen? How could this have happened? And question what your company's intentions are, whether or not you did hire a third party.
Right. Yeah. There's there's a lot of explaining here to do. That's for sure.